Hello everybody, I want to welcome you back to Rooster's Art, aka Chucky Bayou. This is a continuing work I'm working on right now, this tiger's face right here. This part over here on the right hand side, you can see that's my demo. That's what I'm getting some information for to create this piece I'm working on right now. I would like to invite all friends, whatever, comments. I do a lot of portraits. I like animal portraits, but I do have a lot of portraits that I do of people. Virtually anything. Give me something, I'll work on it. And believe me, I like doing good quality work. This piece right here, I started on a couple of days ago, just before Christmas, just before New Year's, that is. That time really flew by quick. I want to thank everybody for joining in. Hope everybody have a good New Year. It's gonna get even better, I tell you. Okay, let me get started with this here. What I'm using is pastel pencils. These pastel pencils, they can get into smaller places other than big areas, you know. So let's dive into this and see what we're going to, okay? First of all, you have your layout. You lay out what you want. And what I like doing, oh, by the way, this is a type of paper. Can you hear that? It has like a hard resin on it. It's like sandpaper. It's not considered sandpaper, but it's paper used predominantly for pastels. It just adhered the chalk onto it a little better, you know. Now, what I'm gonna be doing right here, putting little portions of the fur to make it look realistic. Yes, it's very, very tedious. Let's see what they're saying right here. Are there any artists in the audience? Anybody else who paint or draw as a hobby, or any particulars there? And with doing this type of work, it's fun. Believe it or not, it is fun. I like doing portraits, again, animals, you have it. And mind you, this paper is not really friendly for the fingers. So make sure it's not, I would eventually use some gloves or something, but I'm kind of hard-headed. It works pretty good. You want to build up that area a good bit, like right here. Let me show you what else I'm gonna do to it. And blend it, circular motion. And that's going to give it some tooth to work off of. Then you can come back with your lighter colors. And just blend it in. And fur. You want to pass over the little hairs. Remember, whenever you're using a white chalk, paint, whatever it be, the background has to be actually darker, or some tones darker than what you're applying over it. That makes it work a whole lot better. This is tedious work, but the outcome, believe you me, it looks a whole lot better. Welcome everybody. show you another area that I think you would probably be interested in. And you can come in strong. Little scratches. A little tedious work. Makes it work out better. And up in this area here, the same way. You want that fur to pull out, you know? You can kind of hear the scratch marks on it. Let me know if you want any pictures painted or drawn. This is a drawing, it's not a painting. This is a drawing. And I'm just showing you how, remember what I was speaking of earlier? You want that area in the background to be a whole lot darker. And then when you come in, with the lighter tones, it's going to be cross-hatching over the darker tones. And that's what gives you that kind of realism effect. I like drawing realistic form. It's a big difference. Abstract is good, don't get me wrong, but I like realism. Until I get too old, can't really see well thing, that's when I'll probably start doing abstract. Now, the reason, again, like I said, that's why I use these pencils right here. They can get into tight spots. When you're using these larger ones right here, it's kind of hard to get into a tight area. Oh, I got some hearts, thank you. I'm gonna show some more, a finished piece in a few seconds, minutes that is, of different types of work I've done. I like painting oils, acrylics, pastels, washes, inks, and dyes. I don't use too much inks and dyes no more. Not much of a market for it. But with the pastels, they're not that expensive. It's reasonably priced. Now your oils would be a much higher range. You can follow me and look at some pictures on YouTube. I've done several types of realistic type portraits, you know, and you can see them and interact, and just like with this page here, interact with me and let me know what's going on. Now I'm working on different areas right here just to kind of show you what I'm speaking of about the darker areas right now and how you set it up with the light coming in over those areas. Now all this here, I'm probably going to even go over it again, you know, after a while. Let me know what subject matter you might want other than seeing me draw a tiger. There's different things I may have time to do for the general public, but I am taking orders at this point in time. Just let me know. And this work, believe it or not, is very relaxing. It keeps your mind flowing. It really does. In the detail, I tell you, the detail work that you can get doing some of these here, just the little highlights here and there can make a big difference in your work. Just strategically placing different highlights in, it can bring it out, it can make or break it. Knowing when to stop is really up to the artist. When I'm actually working on a piece, you back off from the piece and look at it and kind of make a logical decision whether or not, hey, that's enough. You need to slow down or just take a break with it. And that's where you get you directions from. Now I'm gonna show you right up in here. I'm going a little darker. Can you hear that sound? I'm going a little darker. Can you hear that sound? Got to put in airplane mode. But works out, right? Then you can come back. Now you see how it going over it? I don't know if you can zoom in and see how it's actually working. What I just mentioned is pulling it. If I was to be doing this in oils, no way I could finish it in this amount of time. No way. It just wouldn't be feasible unless you had some type of dryers or whatever trying to dry this paint to a certain point. It just wouldn't work. And it wouldn't work because the oil paint, it'd have to dry. I'm just doing some areas right quick for you. Let you see different tones, how you can put it in. But working in pastels is really fun. It really is. You just have to know what you're doing and lay everything out prior to doing it. Like with the eyes, make sure everything is level off, the distance between the two. There's a lot of things going on that you have to work on to make a good painting or a drawing. And it takes time and training. The more you do, the better you're going to get at it. That's with anything you do. What I'm going to show you right now is some detail right up in this area here. Come back again, and I'm going to be pulling downward, going into that dark part right here. And sometimes you might want to wipe your pencil off because it's going to be pulling some remnants off the other side. And I'm going to show you another little trick. If you want to see some of the strands up toward this area here, shade it up just a hair. Just a hair. And come back and put a light blue tint in here, reflecting off the eyes. Okay. Come back again and just brush that really light right here. Now come back again with this white And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull. I don't know if you can see that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull. I don't know if you can see that. That dark part. That's detail, people. That's showing that areas like overlaying off one to the next. And as I do it, and you can get some sandpaper, not the sandpaper I'm working on right here, to sharpen it up just a little bit. See what I'm doing here? And rotating it. And pull back again, same. Hello, Ben. Are you artist? I do a lot of portraits. Again, I'm gonna show you later on some other pictures I've painted and drawn. I'm working on this side right now, then I go to the other side. Join my channel, comment, let me know what you all think. Is this coming out pretty decent? Does it look like a tiger or it look like something else? But that's how you get that detail work in these drawings like this here. If it was a different medium, no way I'd be this far with it in this short period of time. And that's one reason why I like doing pastels, for that reason also. Now, I'm taking this here. See how I brought that little line in? And I'm wiping it off, because what's happening is going into that darker color and it's creating like a smudge, and you don't want that. And then this area here the same way. Again, I love detail, people. I really strive on detail. I think as long as we're able to see, we need to draw what we can see. If not, at least get close to what we're looking at or drawing. I'm just reading some of the comments now. Hello, thanks for joining. Subscribe to my channel. And you see how it's taking on effect. Now, coming from a different area, this back area here, it's going to go in. You see how it leaves those little marks right here? I don't know if you can see it. And that's from me pulling down and not wiping off with the pencil. And the same is right up in here. I'm taking a gray, this gray color, and just lightly passing it right here. It's grayish blue. Right in here. Pass it lightly. Now, take this blue again, a little lighter blue. Pass it right in here. Then come back. Just tone it just lightly, right in here. Just lightly. Different little steps you do to make these drawings look really realistic. And this here. Back, take a little black. Again, a little, look like a ochre over that, because they have different subtle tones in his fur. Some going to be more prominent than next, and that's how you're going to compact the areas, what you're doing. Okay, now we're getting ready for the grand finale. Going into the white just a little bit. Okay. Pushing that outward again, just a hair. Now, again, with this part right here, make sure it's cleaned and it's sanded off a little bit. It's good enough. And you're gonna be pulling down. Do it this way right now. See how that's starting to look? And the same way here. Now, let's try to be a perfectionist as I can. Just a little tint right in this area here. Then what you're going to do, come back in there. Now, this part here, you're going to do the same as this part here. Now I'm going to come back again. It's a lot of different steps, people, but when you complete those steps, you're going to see the difference in your drawings or paintings. If you want the detail work, you're going to see it. If that's what you want to be known for, detail work, this is going to really up your game. And some people don't like detail. Some people just want it bland. But if you're looking at a tiger and he looks like he's half-baked, it's not a good look. Okay, You see how that looks now? And then I'm gonna come along over here and just show you something else too, along with that. Now, see, following some details here. Now I'm gonna come up to this part here a little bit. Can we see those? Hey Mark, what's up? Thanks everybody for joining. I see Ben, you still hanging in there, huh? Thank you. Just let me know if you're working on any projects or if you see something that you like. Give me a buzz. Let me know if you want a portrait or something painted. Get back with you as soon as possible. And you're gonna have some remnants sometimes, like it's gonna be falling down. Remember, this is like a chalk in a sense. It is. And the more you place on it, the more realistic it's gonna pull out the realism. You know, right in this area right here is, I don't know if you can see it, it's a light blue tint. Very, very, very light. And I'm trying to pick that up along up in here too, just a little bit. And even with the eyes, just a little bit, and put more. And just a light blend right up in here. Now you can come back, just really, really fine in that area here. Just blend it down just a little bit. Then come back again. I know he's coming back again. Right in those areas, right there. And you can change your paintings up. If it's not for a client, you can do it whatever you want to do to it. It's your painting. I'm gonna show you another little tool we can use if we want to get into this is called a stump. It's nothing but compressed paper wrapped up so you can get in tight areas. And just blend that out right here. Okay. There's so many different things you can do to enhance your drawings. And I'm going in different areas to just show you. I normally don't work this way, but due to the fact that I'm on live, I'm trying to get as much in for you, the people watching me work, to get you to experience some different areas of art and how it actually works and how long it takes an artist at times to create certain pieces. It's not easy. It's a learned skill. Yes, you can learn to draw. I've been drawing since it was about maybe 5 or 6. Went to Catholic school, and they said, go home and draw your parents. My mom drew a stick figure. Mom, we don't look that way. Lo and behold, this is where I'm at now. I enjoy art. It's relaxing, therapeutic, and you see a whole lot more in art than just the norm. You do. You really do. Okay, back to this here again. See, back to our tiger. Okay, we're gonna work on this area right here. Let's see what we got going. That brown right in this area here. I'm gonna show you how to bring in some little tiny highlights. And with fur, you can have a lot of different variations with how that fur is actually moving, and you want to bring that out. Especially with cats. For some reason, they have different patterns. I guess it's natural in the sense that it's how that pattern is going to flow. Somebody's getting ready for New Year quick. But anyway, watching how these patterns evolve from dark to light and light to dark. And you can kind of see how it's picked up. You get from light to dark in this small pattern going down the nose of this tiger. And all things form, the shape, the contour, how it's gonna look, the different tones in the areas. You want all that to come play a part in the presentation of what you're doing, what you're working on. You know, like I said, that little small spot right here, use a stump. If you can't get it detailed in, just use that stump to kind of grab that part and bring it out. And I'm going all in this area here. Back off your work, look at it, come back. And sometimes you gotta readjust different things with your painting or drawing to make sure it's accurate. And believe it or not, these pastels are very forgiving. You can go over it a couple of times, but with a particular type of paper, just sandpaper, you can go over it a lot. Certain Canson paper is smooth texture. You can't do that. I'm gonna show you something, the difference between the papers in a minute. 1 second. This here, what I'm about to show you, is a pastel. I think I showed you the last time it was live. This is a pastel. This one here, it's very beautiful drawing. Again, it's a drawing, not a painting. This is a drawing. Young girl with hummingbird. that's the name I came up with that one. And it's just strikingly beautiful to me. That's my own opinion. You know, I liked it. And I came out with a series of this one here and another one. And tell me what you think about this one here. Should I get some prints to sell off this one? Or just leave it alone? You know, but it's really, really nice. And you can do so much with pastels real quick. It's done on a paper, Canson paper. It's really, really smooth. So you want a smooth texture. The reason why I chose that rough texture for the tiger is mainly because I needed more detail. Not to say you can't do it with Canson, but it would take a whole lot more effort because the paper is so thin and it wouldn't be able to adhere to the textures that the regular sandpaper wouldn't be able to handle. Would be able to handle. So this is a beautiful piece right here that I really like. And I'm gonna show you another one. This is a print that I have, and I want to see if this print, look at it and see whether or not it changed directions on you. Some people can see it, some people can't. You know. So let me know what you see about that one. And another one I have here. It's a wildlife. I'm just showing you the different arrays of different types of paintings and drawings I've done in the past and future partial. This one here is a wildlife scene. It just goes to show, to me, art is not just one thing. Yeah, if you're an artist, to me, this is my opinion, I want to learn how to draw any and everything, from people to buildings to whatever. Everything is actually art. So this is a piece I had. Just wanted to get that out there to you. So that's the type of work I enjoy doing. I like detail work. I like realistic type work. Yes, I can draw people. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really enjoy art. It gives me a sense of life to me. So let's get back with this drawing. We started here. I'm just showing you different little areas that you can enhance with the drawing. Now, we're working on this nose, and let's finish some areas up in that nose area of Mr. Tiger. Okay, with this area right here, using this art, I'm gonna go really light and then come slightly with some of this ochre. Now, I'm going over some of the marks that I already previously had in this picture, and it wouldn't hurt it. That's one reason why I chose the sandpaper. With that, you can build up those areas within the sandpaper. Now I'm going to come with another color, which is slightly lighter. See that light part up in there? And that's where we get now all different subtle tones, you know. And the thing about it, we going over the colors that we initially had placed in there. You can come back over again over that, and it's still going, just a bearings of what we have. So you see how it's building up on this side, which was showing me the light is more or less coming from that side. I'm going very soft right now in a semicircular motion. Hopefully this year I get me some more glasses because my eyes are getting horrible. I may start doing abstract sooner than I expected. I'm trying to read what you're saying. Anybody have any questions for me? Let me know. Believe it, it's very enjoyable. Believe it, it's very enjoyable. It's a lot of blending. And how I usually do it, you kind of balance off the sides, work on one side, see what you need, and then balance off the two. Now, in this area right here, it's a brighter orange. Let me get my little stuff and get it in that little area right there. Hello, Warner. Thank everybody for joining, and I really appreciate that. Comments. Let me know what you think of this work. It means a lot to me. I've been drawing for quite a while now. For about 35, 40 years. But the more you do, the better you get at it. And each of these little hairlines, believe it or not, it makes a big difference with your work. It really do. Like again, I said, I'm going over with just lighter colors, and the other colors that I have, it's gonna just help it out. Little subtleness in different areas really makes, it can make or break your painting. Now I'm going light over this area right here, and it wouldn't mess up with the work that I previously done over it. You're just overlaying on top, just like you would do with oil, but you would have to let oil dry. This here, you don't have to let it dry. You just go straight at it. That's the good thing about pastels. You don't have to really wait for anything to just per se dry right quick. And let me sharpen this up a little bit. And tell me what you think. Talk to me. Let me know how's this painting, got me saying painting, how's this drawing coming out? It's been a while since I did one of these here. So, just think about it. And this is how I sharpen these here. Okay, here we go again. Start it all up again. Let's see. Now, you want these little hairs off the nose right in this area here to show, right? So this is what you're gonna do. Very tediously. Now you don't want them going in a straight line. Come back, look at your work. Just really pulling downward slightly with it. That's what make your drawings. I don't know if you can see that, what I'm doing. Try to get hand placement right over. You'd be surprised how much the eye can pick up. Little subtle differences in contours or tones. Again, this is a pastel. You want to make sure it's sharpened. I want to thank everybody for watching and subscribe to my channel. And you can see how it's pulling and showing different areas right here. $2026. A lot of good things will happen. Okay, 2026. Okay. Right, kind of see how that took some shape. Just reading some of the comments. I want to thank everybody for joining my page. You know. Again, I love working in detail. These drawings do take some time, especially when you're putting in a lot of detail like I'm doing. Hold 1 minute, please. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Okay, back at it again. Okay, different little areas right in here. The same principle involves how we pulling from one end to the next. And you see an area, I usually go to it right now. If I see it, I'm gonna have to hit it. And right in this area, right in here. See how they're coming in? Right up in this little area right here. See, different little areas you have. And then we're gonna go to the next area also. But a little subtleness, a little change in the direction. Makes it work out better. Thanks for joining. Like I said, art, if you look around, everything had to be drawn. Everything had to be laid out in some way, shape, or form. And that's virtually true, what I'm saying here. Everything had to be laid out first. But back to his drawing, it's really starting to come out nicely the way I want it to. And take your time with your drawings. It really shows in your work. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining me. I'm going to be signing off in a few minutes. Continue to follow me. It's Chucky Bayou. You can follow me too on YouTube, my YouTube channel under Norman Orlecoq. Normanlecoq. And you see it. This is, again, those who's just joining, this is a pastel drawing. It's not, thank you. Ivan, I can barely see that. My eyes are getting bad. I need some glasses too. Thank you for saying it looks good. I really appreciate that. Okay, thank you. Thank you all for joining. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. Again, people, I really love art. There's no fakeness about this. I've been doing this for so long. It's part of me. I really enjoy painting and talking to people about art, their experiences and all. And it's a visual thing. It's a visual thing. You know. Continue to watch me. We'll have more content coming in the near future. And right now we're gonna try to finish up with this here eventually in due time. I just want to make sure everything is right before I say, well, this is done with this drawing right here, you know. So that's about it. Well, I'm gonna be signing off. I want to thank everybody for joining my channel, and I want to thank you, and come back and see me. And take care. Bye-bye. Hello. Thanks for all joining my channel, people. I really appreciate it. Cool. What more you think I could probably do with presenting my work? I'm gonna show you a good close-up of it. How it looks right here. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Have you ever, y'all ever done any paintings or drawings? Okay. Hey, subscribe to that channel. That's what I'm working on right now. This piece right here. Even though I'm supposed to be getting off, you know. Cool. Like that piece? Let me know what else more you all may want. That's the piece right there. That's the $1 million piece right here. You know. You know. Yeah. Show another close-up shot of it. As you can see the detail I'm working on. And it's a whole lot more detail I'm gonna have to do with it to get it the way that I feel as though I need to get it. Yeah. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. Join my channel. Subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Okay? I have a whole lot more work I'm gonna be coming out with, and showing different pieces that I have. You know? Yeah. Okay. Thank y'all. Really appreciate it. Like I say, follow my channel. This is the piece I'm working on. Okay?